Wall Street Bets, which is really driving this, what they've done, that's a site on Reddit, what they've done is target large short positions.
We have been given the scientific knowledge, the technical ability, and the materials to pursue the exploration of the universe.
GameStop is 148% short.
3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
I actually think they're smarter than you. They're after the ones that are too short now and said, I think GameStop is going to 250. We like the stock. We like the stock. We like the stock. Ryan Cohen got in. He bought 15% at $8. He's on the board. We like the stock. We like the stock. We like the stock. Wall Street Bets, which is
on Monday, GameStop stock launched its rockets and started heading towards the moon. Credit for that video goes to the user, Throwaway93 EE90299. Okay, so today, guys, is Wednesday, January 27th, the third day of the GME rise. Okay, and we got a couple things we're going to talk about today. If you guys don't know, this Reddit forum known as Wall Street Bets, each individual on this website has on their own personally decided that they like the GME stock. Anyone on this website is not a financial advisor, so you are not do not listen to anything they say. Just make sure you keep that in mind. It's very, very important that you don't think any of us are financial advisors. Okay, the first thing I actually want to look at is, let me go to the actual Reddit page. Okay, cool. Thanks, Reddit. Nice. What's it called? The first thing I want to look at is on Wall Street Bets. There are a couple of things that I want to look at. You know, as you can see, we've got quite a bit here. That was the intro video right there. Like I said, credit to user Throwaway. He should be right. He should be here somewhere. But y'all can rewind the video, see where his video was. Okay, so I got that out of the way. That was, I believe, the first or the second day of the stock trading. I only got in today because I was unaware of it until today. But as you can see, GameStop stock actually was $8 in September. As of right now, it is currently at at the end of today's trading, it was $347.50 US, which is a increase just today of $200, just about. As you can see, there are some after hours people. None of these are probably going to be Wall Street Bets users. All of these are other people. I wouldn't be scared at all to see that this number went down slightly. The biggest dip today was actually right here. Actually, no, it did dip down below 250 at one point, I remember. I don't think this is correct. Yeah, no, today it did dip down to like 249, 250. I got in at 306 before it went down to 250, and I stayed in. So I personally have only 4 stocks. I am a very poor individual, so that's all I could contribute. Okay, the next couple things we're going to look at is we're going to look at a series of tweets by some particularly important individuals that I think are good to see. So today we have GR Dector. GR Dector says, r/Wall Street Bets is a top 20 global hedge fund with 2.9 million followers under management at 6,200 each, and not one boring research report in sight. So I have seen this. There's certain people are starting to call Wall Street Bets a hedge fund, which I don't know if that would be an accurate thing to say, because we are not working together in any way. We are each individually buying our own shares. We just all happen to like this stock at this time. We see it as very bullish. It is on the rise. So of course we all want to get in on this action. You know, if the stock's going to go up, why wouldn't you buy it, right? Okay, next tweet we're going to look at. Saguir Enjeti said when in regards to his own other tweet. He said Wall Street is shook because multi-billionaires who recklessly gambled are getting screwed. They cannot stand that someone other than them is making money. It reveals how much of a sham this all is. And then he posted a YouTube video related to it. If you want to see it, you can go to his Twitter. Same thing. Same thing here. And he replied to his own tweet. He said, when hedge funders and others loot our markets, it's all good. But when retail investors destroy a hedge fund, then all of a sudden CNBC analysts start calling for regulation, blame foreign powers, and talk fundamentals. One of the big issues we've come across is CNBC has been consistently lying and supporting these big hedge funds and these big multi-billion-dollar investors. CNBC actually said that Melvin is one of the big hedge fund owners. Melvin pulled out of GME and was no longer going to be short selling it. But today, at around 10 a.m., the short sell float rose to 250%, which, if you don't know what that is, it's pretty bad for the short sellers, because that means there's a lot of shorts being bought, and the price of GME keeps going up. So it looks as if they're going to lose quite a bit of money. Like I showed earlier, it's at 347 right now, 292 after hours. That's still over 100. Even if it is going to go down to 292 by the time it opens, it's gonna go up once it opens. But even if it goes down to 292 and stays at 292 at open, or even goes like lower to like 270 or some shit, it is still going to go skyrocket up, right? And it's still, even if it stayed at 280, that's still 100% increase on what it was yesterday, or nearly 100% increase. It was at 147, I believe, at the end of the day, yesterday. And so it's skyrocketing. It's only going to go up. In my personal opinion, I am not a financial advisor. Do remember that. This is not financial advice I'm telling you. When I say to purchase GME, I do not mean so as someone who has gone to school or in any capacity knows anything about financials. I am an idiot. You are not required to listen to me, but I also would purchase GME if I had more money. I will say that much. Okay, so that's his other tweet. We also have Dr. Parikh Patel of BAA, CFA, ACCA, Esquire. He says these are the greatest investors of all time. You know, we got Warren Buffett, you got Charlie Munger, you got Peter Lynch, George Soros, Benjamin Graham, and user Deep Fucking Value, who is one of the prominent users on Wall Street Bets. I believe he said he had quite a few shares in GME, so he is probably rolling in it. He has taken money directly out of Melvin's pockets, and he has put it directly into his bank account, taking from the rich and giving to the poor, as one might say. Someone say that all this GME be bought is one of the greatest wealth transfers of all time, from the rich to the less rich. I would agree, and I am very happy to see it happening. In my opinion, it is a very good thing. Okay, next one over. This is a tweet actually from AOC. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez actually tweeted out about this situation. She said, "Gotta admit, it's really something to see Wall Streeters with a long history of treating our economy as a casino complain about a message board of posters also treating the market as a casino." And she says, anyways, tax the rich, of course. And she is completely correct. For years and years and years, all these multi-billionaires have been manipulating the stock market and making retailers have to hold the bag at the end of it. The retailers get the butt end of every single one of these stock exchanges, because the Wall Streeters will make the stock plummet, and then I'll buy it and make it raise up so they can make an infinite amount of money. These Wall Streeters have been doing it for years. They manipulate the market all the time. That's kind of their thing. In fact, it's because of them that we had in my humble opinion, I don't have any facts to support this, but or any on hand at least, but it was in 2008 that it was the Wall Streeters who actually made the economy crash in 2008. It was because of their reckless bets on the Wall Street market that our economy began to crash. Okay, So let's move on to the next tweet. Public Citizen, verified. If you're feeling jazzed up about market manipulation today, here's a reminder that not one major Wall Street executive went to jail for nearly disintegrating our economy in 2008. See, this is what I'm saying. They disintegrated our economy in 2008. It was almost entirely Wall Street's fault. In my opinion, this is an opinion. I'm not presenting any factual evidence. Don't take this as, law or anything like that. But they did extremely hurt our economy in 2008. And they're right. Not one major Wall Street executive went to jail for ruining millions of lives and taking away millions of jobs, etc. Okay. Next up, we have Dr. Parikh Patel again, Esquire. The year is 2030. Wall Street Bets, the largest hedge fund on earth, which once again I disagree. I don't think it should be considered a hedge fund. Of course, I believe they are probably joking, but we are not a single business. We are all individuals, individually purchasing stocks. Analysts scour Reddit for the hottest memes. Stocks are made to only go up. Life is good. And Wall Street Bets anything. Diamond Hands, of course, because he's probably in on GME. So he has diamond hands. He doesn't have paper hands. He says, who is the president? And like earlier, he said, this guy, user deep fucking value, is one of the best investors of all time. He says he would be the president because, of course, he is a genius and has gotten into GME and he's on Wall Street Bets. So, of course, he's making the right moves. That's enough for this guy. Let's move on to Elon Musk on Twitter. Elon Musk actually tweeted this out in response to Discord banned the Wall Street Bets Discord today as well. The reason that they gave for banning the Discord was that there was hateful speech on it. I'm going to go ahead and sit back and call bullshit on that. It was not any of the Wall Street Bets users that were putting hateful speech. We believe that there were bots that had entered the Discord and begun to spam hateful speech in order to try to get it shut down. So for Discord to do that is actually anti-user. It means that if anyone got a giant swarm of bots to swarm any Discord and post shit like that, then Discord would close them. So that means that this should be a warning sign to any big Discord out there, for any big Reddit, any big YouTuber, anything like that. Watch out, because if anyone gets a substantial amount of bots, then Discord will punish you for being attacked. Just make sure to keep that in mind. Elon Musk actually replied in response to this. He said, even Discord has gone corpo. Corpo meaning corporation. Corpo is also a term used typically in like cyberpunk universes, like in Cyberpunk 2077. So yeah, I agree. I think Discord has gone corpo. They're being used by the corporations in order to hurt the general populace. The only thing that happens from them banning the Wall Street Bets Discord is it hurts the average person. It doesn't hurt everybody. It hurts the average person, all these Wall Street Bets users, whom of which I'm assuming are not multi-billionaire Wall Street workers, because then they probably have other things to do than browse Wall Street Bets on Reddit. Although now they might, all the big Wall Street executives might be looking into Wall Street Bets a little bit more. Because since I last looked at this page, when I pulled all this stuff up, it has already once again gone up another 200,000 degenerates. Yesterday, it was at, I believe, 2.5 million degenerates, or even lower. It's doubled and tripled. When I first joined the subreddit, actually, it was at 1.5 million, I believe, or 1.7 million. And this was before all this GME stuff happened. I joined back in September. Okay. So that's what Elon Musk had to say. Here's a couple of things that people said. They're down after hours. That's why GME is down after hours. Like I said earlier, it's at 292. Hedge fund managers, short sellers, and market makers are using extended hour trading to scare the retailers, me, retail traders off. Most retail traders, me, lack the ability to trade outside of market hours. This is why it is currently down. Yeah, that's right. The average person is very rarely going to be allowed to trade after market hours. It is only these big, massive billionaires that get this opportunity typically. And that's why it's currently down, is because all of them are trying to short sell it while they have a chance before we can get back into the market and shoot it to the moon. Yeah, this guy has a really good point. This is pretty much the entire idea behind Wall Street Bets, in my personal opinion. I do not speak for all of Wall Street Bets. I would like to say that. If I am going to be honest with you, in my humble opinion, without being sentimental, of course, without offending anyone who thinks differently from my own point of view, but also looking into this matter in distinct perspective, I'd like to say I have nothing to say. That's pretty much, we are not giving any financial advice. We have no financial advice to give. I personally would purchase more GME, though, so keep that in mind. Yeah, and that's pretty much enough for Elon Musk's tweets and his replies. The last thing I want to look at is, of course, we saw him earlier, Jim Cramer. We saw him doing his video, or not doing his video. He was doing a interview on a news website around when GME was at $80. This is after it hit $150, and he is actually about to be asked the question, does he think this will change the way that short marketing works in the stock market? Okay, let's get into it.
So let's take a step back from getting mad. Let's look at these shorts. I want to know from your perspective.
I understand MRI. I can't take a step back. That's the whole point.
Jim, from your perspective, is this going to change the way that we look at people who short the market or short stocks?
I mean, if you're going to short 148%.
I would like to say that, in my opinion, I personally think it hopefully will change the market so that people can't keep shorting businesses like this. What they've been doing in the past is they make a stock market, not stock market, they make a certain type of stock drop, which loses them business, and they try to bankrupt it to the bottom, just to make some money, basically. And that's what they try to do. They were hoping GameStop would actually bankrupt so they could make potentially like infinite money, basically. So yeah, I'm hoping that it will change the stock market forever. What he's about to say, I believe, is that that they took a float of 140%. It's at 250% now, I actually believe. But yeah, he's going to say that they're morons for doing that, which I completely agree. They're just completely moronic for even thinking they can continue to short it when it's going up as high as it is. Okay, let's continue.
Ron, I mean, look, I sure.
Sorry, that was the wrong button.
I got absolutely crushed. There's a major takeover. I shorted a stock that was actually, that I thought was a total joke, that Systemics, it got a bid, and then they wrote the whole thing off like in 2 years later. So, I mean, you have to be careful when you're short. You have to respect the idea that perhaps people can see you're short and they're going to bust you. And I have to ask, why didn't you declare victory with GME? What do you need for it to go to zero? Do you have to be that greedy? I mean, how about the Bed Bath short people, 68%? Have they understood what Mark Tritton has done? The remarkable work he has done? No. The arrogance of the shorts is shocking to me. They ought to realize that they are pressing their luck in a way that I find to be revolting. And the Wall Street Bets people have every right to go after these shorts, because the shorts decided, you know what? We know more than the young people who are trying to do all their homework, and not the cheerleaders, but trying to do all their homework. So, I mean, the answer is, Catherine, that the shorts deserved it, given how big they were and how greedy they were. Bulls make money. Bears make money. But you know what? Pigs, they get slaughtered. Oh, by the way, Cinguali, that is actually an Italian pig. Okay, we have way too many of them at the where the Olive.
Yes, I agree with him completely as well. The market has place for bulls, it has place for bears, but these guys, these short sellers, these massive hedge funds that are trying to profit off our misery, they are pigs, and they deserve to be slaughtered by the boys over at Wall Street Bets. Like I said earlier, I'm not saying that you should buy GME because I'm not a financial advisor. I am an idiot. You shouldn't listen to me. I'm not giving you financial advice. But what I am saying is that I will be purchasing GME if I get the chance again. So if I had more money, I would purchase it. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. But pretty much what he's saying is these big players, they got too greedy. They decided that they would wait until the stock hit zero, and they were trying to drive it into the ground. and they're still continuing to buy short stocks at this very moment. After hours, you saw earlier, it was at 292. After hours, it was 347 before it closed. It's like a $50 decrease. But don't let that get your hopes out of the way. If you are invested in GME, continue, hold on your stocks. I'd say hold. I'm holding. This is not financial advice. Just keep that in mind. I'm gonna hold. But yeah, that's pretty much what Jim Cramer had to say. You guys all saw the tweets from earlier. I will leave, just in case you guys don't have any idea about what short selling is or what's happening or anything like that. This is just a short update video. This isn't supposed to be super in-depth or detailed. I just kind of felt like making a video about this because I personally got involved in it. I will leave a couple of resource videos in the comments. Not in the comments, in the description that you can watch if you want to get an idea of what short selling is. There's going to be more in the description. There's going to be the top video, at least, will be a more in-depth look into what happened on Monday and Tuesday. It's not my video, it's a video I found on YouTube elsewhere, but I'm going to go ahead and put that in the description so you guys can check that guy's video out. He does a really good job explaining it, and it's about 30 minutes long. You don't have to watch the whole thing. He explains the short selling part from about 5 minutes to about 15 minutes in the video, so I would check that out. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for stopping by my video. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to leave likes, make sure to comment, do all that shit. I want to see some diamond hands in the comments, my boys. Diamond hands in the comments, no paper hands here. But yeah, thank you for coming and checking out my video. This is just the last little bit I wanted to show you guys. Jim Cramer is on our side. Okay. Anyway, thank you, my boys over at Wall Street. Keep those diamond hands up. I'm out.